It's on.
You gotta make Zay comfortable first.
Zay, what's up, bro?
Zay, are you comfy, Zay? First of all, are you comfy?
Yeah, he's good. He's smiling. He's happy.
What's up, guys out there in YouTube land? Brandon, Kyle,
Geoff Quares.
we're here. Geoff has just literally stepped off a plane, not literally, but a couple days home from Cancun, where he was checking out the IFMAs. Tell the folks at home what the IFMAs are and what your deal was down there.
Yeah, so basically the IFMA is the International Federation of Muay Thai Amateurs. They're basically the Olympics of Muay Thai, you know, with a goal to get it to the Olympics. And this has already been done. I mean, it's already in the works. It's supposed to debut in the Olympics in 2028. But yeah, it's basically where every country in the world basically has an opportunity to compete at these games, pros and amateurs alike. You know, the only difference is that they're wearing pads, knee pad or shin pads and headgear, and obviously gloves and elbow pads. There's a B class and an A class, and boy, I'm telling you, that was an eye opener for me. B class, you know, are basically pros on our side aren't even at the caliber. Most pros. I don't want to say all pros because ASA and people like people like ASA, you know, are the exception to that. But most pros, the majority of the pros in the United States, you know, I would say will have a hard time in the B class.
Crazy.
Of IFMA. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, it's ridiculous out there. It was an eye opener for me as far as the caliber, the level.
Now, what is your opinion on this? Is it because these other countries are funding their Muay Thai programs differently? Is that kind of what's going on, or is it because you know they're how is it so dramatically different in you know, coming from the international competition that you're seeing in the IFMAs?
Well, I mean, that's why we're so behind it. You know what I mean? That's why we, as a country, the U.S., need to come together to adopt the same rule set. You know what I mean? That we compete at. You know what I mean? Because these other countries are, you know, they fund them. Some of them they sponsor their people. The government sponsors their people to fight in these games. This is, again, they know where it's going. It's going to be in the Olympics, and you know, and you know, they have an opportunity to fight several times a month. You know, we're trying to get we got our pros barely get like what, three fights a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're fighting two to three times a month. You know, and so you know, I guess just for B class alone, you have to have at least 20 pro fights. I think. Wait,
pro fights?
Or something like that. So I gotta wait. That could be another topic. But yeah, but
we'll
fights.
We'll have a whole show.
Yeah.
Once we get the deal on international competition.
Yeah.
But you're down there. You know, obviously you want to go support the sport.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, as a promoter, you know, I mean, you got to be looking at, like, you know, the world's talent out there.
Yeah.
You know, what you know, how did it strike you? You know, what's the rest of the world looking like? You know, who's looking like big dog around the amateur Muay Thai scene?
Oh,
you know?
wow! You know what? There's countries I didn't even know existed.
Really?
Or I was seeing the letters on the back of their jerseys or something, their shirts. You know, one that really stood out to me was UAE, and I can ask what's UAE? But you know what UAE is? No, what country that is? United Emirates. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then they came out strong. It's like taking a freaking wind-up toy, you know what I mean? You let it go and they go bah, 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 bah. These guys non-stop. Mexico did good. Russia did really well. You know what I mean? Peru, you know what I mean? Australia, I mean, it was fun there. You know, I do jiu-jitsu as well, and it reminded me of when I would go to Worlds or something like that, because when their guys are up, they had two rings going on at the same time. Everyone's chanting their their country.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, when Australia come up, and
hella festive.
They'll be like Aussie, 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 oi, oi, stuff like that. And then when, let's say, we came up, one of the guys, the U.S. guys, when he goes, who are we? And then they were like USA. Oh yeah. So that's one of the things that I posted when I made that post. It's it was again an eye opener and a learning experience for me to see where we are versus the rest of the world when it comes to the Muay Thai, the level of Muay Thai that is going to be in the Olympics.
Now I know you say we're a little bit behind, but we have a
way behind. Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're behind.
There was exceptions.
We're behind as a nation.
As a nation.
But we have some time. The IOC just announced Muay Thai is being an official sport that's going to be held in the World Games 2021.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's some time, guys.
Yeah.
So a couple years there, and then they're talking Olympics when
2028. I believe that's in Los Angeles. So we got a little while, but
Hey, Triumphant's got 10 years to raise the bar.
Well, not only we're part of that. I mean, we'd like to be a part of it. That's the reason why I was there, because I got a lot of love from the guys out there, like a promoter, a fight promoter coming out to support this. Meaning like a tournament style, Olympic style stuff. Yeah. And what was important to me, like I said in that post, 3 things are important to me. One being, I want to entertain the world, with worldwide talent, 2, I want to preserve the integrity of Muay Thai, the traditionalism, the white crew, the ceiling of the ring, and all that stuff. And 3, I want to be able to, or at least the U.S., support the U.S., compete at that Olympic level when we get there. Now, you're saying we do have 10 years. Triumphant is just plays a small piece in that, but I do support it. There's real guys that are it's their like life mission, like the USMF crew. You know what I mean? Like Corley, Michael Corley works really close with like Stephen Fox, of IFMA. And this is like over a decade in the making, and so it's a lengthy process. I was able, they were kind enough to invite me to their meeting, their conference, where they gather with all the federations from every country.
Oh, cool! Kind of like a UN meeting for Muay Thai, huh?
Yeah. That's exactly
translators and all that.
No, you know what? Mostly everyone over there spoke Spanish, so
really?
I was catching words in there, and then when someone look at me, I'll be like.
Well, I'm sorry. What?
Oh, Zay, I wish you were there.
I thought Zay had something to say, guys. My bad. He's always so quiet on these little videos we do.
Yeah.
But okay, well, man, it's cool to see you down there representing. It looks like we got some work to do though, as far as getting everybody on that international level for when the time comes here.
Yeah. So if I can just say one quick thing, about that is that if we can all come together as a country. That means athletic commissions, promoters, like fight promoters, tournament promoters, the judges and on the scoring, the judging, and all that. We need to in order to be like a competitive force to be reckoned with against the rest of the world, we need to be on the same page. And that's why I want to. And this would actually be good for fight promoters like me. You know what I mean? Because it puts it like a ranking system. You know what I mean, for among the fighters from all over the world, from every country. So it'd be easy to be like, hey, look at this guy. He beat so-and-so last year. Everything's documented, and that's what we're missing in the U.S. is documentation.
Yeah, I was saying, when I'm commentating fights and, I'm looking for, kind of like a Wikipedia for Muay Thai fighters that gives their records and whatnot. It's hit or miss. Some of the bigger fighters you'll find, but there's not a real solid kind of like database to get information when it comes to these guys. Yeah. So that would be nice to kind of make everything more transparent. People know what's going on, and they can get behind things. The more educated they are on it, the easier it is to really understand.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that, like I said, it was an eye opener for me. They're scoring. One thing that I realized how, first of all, let me back up a little bit. I pride myself on really knowing the fight game. That's how I put these matches together. You know, when I understand, you know, the fight fight game. And the rules, you know, the damage and all that stuff. No, but sorry, that was a fly. But the scoring is something that I really need to see more. This was my first IFMA event to go to, and they score it based on like balance and stability, and you know, I mean, again, before I stick my foot in my mouth, you know, and that could be towards at another show. You know, how we score in that environment. So they still compete at super high levels like pros. So let me back it up a little bit more. Pros can fight amateurs, you know, and it's still considered amateur. Why? Because they're wearing shin guards and elbow pads and headgear.
Because of protection rules.
Yeah.
Our amateur protection rules.
There's a couple classes there. B class, which we were talking about a little earlier, and A class. B class wears the chest pads. A does not. You know
Got
what
it.
I mean? They do all the same freaking full rules.
Just elbow pads.
I mean,
and shins.
Oh yeah, people are getting busted up all over the place.
Yeah. I saw Asa got a nice size, nasty cut right over the forehead, and that's wearing elbow pads too. You know, usually when
and it was
the knee, but I mean you would think that a lot of people think that the elbows are the only things that could cause a cut like that, but it's just a sliding knee across the face and like that, you know, you get a 4-inch gash. That's how dangerous the sport is.
Yeah,
you know?
He was winning. I mean, he was dominating every freaking round, and then, you know, like when I got there, I think I got there just right after it all happened. But I saw a video too of just dominating the round, and out of nowhere, this guy lifts up his knee. It doesn't look like there was any kind of impact. You know, I saw the look on his face where he knew that he was bleeding. Yeah. And then I guess that's one of the rules over there. Since it's tournament style, the moment you have an open cut of some sort, you know, it's off no matter what, who was winning or whatever. You just can't advance to the next round. Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah. But it's always next year, bro.
But he seemed like he was representing well.
Very well. Yeah. I love the camaraderie. You know, you got people from all over the country that were on the team. And, you know, obviously everyone's like, West Coast, East Coast, NorCal, SoCal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, they were all bickering, you know what I mean? Because who's the best, you know what I mean?
There was gold from NorCal, right? Someone took gold home from right here in the Northern California area, Stockton area, right?
Yeah, he's a beast. Oscar Castro from Valor.
Congrats to you, brother. Yeah.
Yeah. So he took gold. But yeah, again, it was good to see the people from all over the country get together, you know what I mean, and go for it. It was good.
It looked like a good time. I was jealous. I saw a couple people I know down there, and everybody's stream made me jealous. It made me like. It might be the thing to do from now on.
Yeah.
Every year it might be like, instead of like this show or that show or EDC or you know whatever Coachella, I'm gonna start being like, what are you doing for IFMA this year?
Yeah. No, I mean, so I think there's one Pan American Games there. So that was one of the
I saw you. They were talking about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be
that's
in
next.
Argentina, I think, in December. Yeah, so
passport time.
But yeah, you know, I'm telling you right now, it's ridiculous. You got to go to it. One of that was one of their meetings where the conferences was adding more events to, and what means more opportunities for people to get experience.
Cool.
You know what I mean? So there's levels of it, you know, but it's the more IFMA events that they can get out there, and that we attend as a country, the more we get more experience to ultimately get to IFMA World Championships and eventually be a contender in the Olympics. Moving on.
Contenders.
Speaking
of contenders, we got some belts on the line coming up here in a couple days, Jeff. We do. You know, we got the old toaster throwing Jake Avocado Haas.
Yes.
Is defending that Barrier Challenge belt.
Has he ever been out of the first round?
Yeah, I think.
It's like a Tyson.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That might have been the second round of that last one with Morales.
Yeah.
It was a good first round.
Yeah.
But I think that was the only one that went longer than one.
Uh-huh.
The kid probably has to hit the gym after fights because he doesn't get much work in.
Yeah.
Probably needs to go get a pump on or do something after a fight because he has so much energy after.
Yeah.
Because he trains hard and he doesn't really take long to do the job.
Well, he's looking like a Travis Clay. You see how big he looks right now?
I don't know how that's a big frame for the weight too, But he keeps drawing these taller opponents.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem to really make a difference with that kid. It's like he's got that kind of power where the power alone makes up for the reach disadvantage. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But it looks like he's got a real long, super sharp, contender here coming up to challenge him for the belt.
I think he's going pro pretty soon after this.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're knocking folks out like that and entertaining the world, I mean, man, why can't you get paid for it?
Yeah. I think that if he defends this one, I
heard something like that. I know. I'm trying to push.
Trying to push that boy too. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, man, he's been putting on a show at Triumphant since day one. So excited to see him on there again.
Yeah. Stay here though. Keep going. Keep talking. Keep going.
Talk to Zay. I'll talk to Zay.
Yeah.
Hey Zay. Okay, so
yeah.
What other fights do we have that we want to talk about here?
Catch On.
Catch On is, if you guys aren't aware, you need to catch on to Ethan. Catch on. That's a new tag for you, dog.
No more for you.
He's fighting a SoCal boy, one of Dave's boys.
David
He's coming up to commentate, and he's coming up to dominate. He's going to try to. Yeah. But we know that his opponent, because they share a mutual opponent with someone we saw on the last show, Paez, who we know is a really, really exciting fighter. Brandel Mendoza, right?
Brandel Mendoza. So the way I put this together, actually, Brandel and Ethan were supposed to fight on Triumphant 1. You know what I mean? The very
December of last year.
Yeah. And so no. It wasn't December. It was September.
I mean September.
Yeah.
2 was December. Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn, we are getting them in. We are getting them.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I had. I was attending another show, someone else's show, WCK, Dennis Warner.
Okay, down south.
Yeah,
okay.
He had 2 shows in the same weekend. Fuck. Oh,
man.
God.
Dude, he almost got through it.
Yeah, almost got through it. Yeah. But yeah, one in like Burbank and the next one in San Diego. I think Brandel and Diego Paez had fought on that show. And man, they both made their pro debut, and I mean it was badass. I mean that was probably the fight of the night. All of them were good. There was a lot of good fights on that show, but yeah, it ended up in a draw, And I actually wanted to make the rematch because both it could have went either way, and no one would have complained except for the fighters. Like, no, I got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that may be something.
Maybe for your show.
Yeah, maybe. You
never know.
But yeah, so definitely approached both of them to fight on the show, if not with each other, with someone else, maybe even up here, which end up being Ethan Catch On, and unfortunately he had a family emergency that prevented him from fighting on that particular show. So here we are, T4, making it happen. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
That's one to watch. We don't want to miss any of them, but that in particular, that you're probably gonna want to see them fight like 2 out of 3.
Oh yeah, so it's
same
gonna be
size.
that competitive.
Oh yeah, I think so. You got a technician, you know what I mean, and knows how to, I mean he's a pure Muay Thai technician versus a no fear, balls out fighter who just goes for it. So someone's gonna get caught.
Excited. It might be kind of it's kind of go Luna. I like that. And then you got the one Climaco's coming back after a very impressive. Speaking of an impressive Diego Paez, Sean Climaco was able to dispatch him in 2 rounds in that last Triumphant. He's fighting a real scrapper though, coming up from San Diego.
Yeah, Brendan Rafter.
Yeah.
He's fighting out of Steel MMA called Gebhardt. I actually saw his last couple of fights, and this boy's sharp.
Really?
Yeah, very sharp. I mean, I like it again. Sean came up through the ranks, or actually started with me with Bay Area Challenge, so it's kind of like a poster boy for Bay Area Challenge, and now Triumphant. But I mean, so we know what he's like, but I want, like I said, I visualize these matchups in my head, and I had visited Steel MMA's camp before, watched this guy go. Very good guy, technician. I saw his last fight. It was an MMA fight, though. This guy smells blood. You know what I mean? Boom! He knows he got you. Hey,
really?
he does not let up. I mean, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. All it takes is for someone to get caught, and then either one of them can end it.
Woo.
Both of them. Yeah, both of them.
And we know how sharp Climaco is.
Yeah.
So
because he's the one.
It's why I remember the last fight. I'm like, oh, you're good. Whoa. I remember. Yeah. No, that's him calling. He must have heard. Hey, Sean. Yeah. Yeah. We were just talking. Oh, how did you know? You're the one. Thanks, man. Okay. God, he's good. You're good, man. So yeah, we're excited about that fight. Super excited about that fight. And then our main event, we have not one, not just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not one title, but we're gonna have 2 titles on the line with Narpol Fairtex taking on Eddie Farrell, coming over from Thailand by way of Australia. Fighting Fairtex, who is a Lumpini and Thai national champion.
Yeah, I think he's got like 200-something fights or something like that. Yeah.
Mr. GQ.
Mr. GQ. I thought that was me, Geoff Quares, but
he's gonna. You can fight him for it. Okay, we'll put you on the main event next time. So it's not only for the inaugural Triumphant 165-pound title.
Right.
It's also for an IKF Pro World title. Correct.
Correct. Yeah, and so I mean, it came as a surprise to me. Steve Fossum, which is the president of IKF, approached me not too long after I announced that fight, because he wants to contribute to the growth of Muay Thai in there, and it reminded me that several decades, a couple of decades ago, that there used to be IKF Pro titles. People like Duke Rufus, I think about it was that Rudy Odd even, and Kung, I think it was Kung, but a bunch of these really OG names that used to have pro IKF titles, and then so he says, hey, I want to offer that as an extra title, so hopefully, I let it happen, and both the guys, as soon as I announced it, I think.
You could see, man. Yeah. Both their faces light up, and we had Eddie on via satellite. Yeah. He was training in Thailand, and you could just see when Geoff said, "Hey, guess what, guys?" Yeah. He pulled out this IKF, beautiful IKF world title belt. Both their faces lit up, and you could they looked around like, really, like, and they were already excited for the fight. Talking to Narpol, interviewing him. Brand new father. Congratulations, by the way. Again, great guy, but he just loves the sport, loves to compete. He's got a new home over here. He can't wait to fight in front of everybody here.
Oh yeah.
And Eddie just looks like he's just, on a war path. Yeah, he just wants to just collect victories and belts along the way.
He just recently won the WMC World title.
So he's on a tear right now. So that's going to be.
So no need to worry. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in, but
no.
No need to worry. All the fights are all good to go.
He
came in
there you
last
go.
night.
There you go. Okay.
So he is here getting acclimated with the with the
getting
time
some new
difference.
clothes, because the freaking airline seemed to have misplaced his luggage.
Yes.
But sorry about that, Eddie. But
so he's here. He's hooking up.
We're gonna, I'm not gonna point fingers to whose fault that was. We're not gonna do that because we're not those type of people. Yeah. Jeff and I are not gonna point fingers to who lost your luggage. Yeah.
No, but I will say Zay is the
Zay's the glue of Triumphant. I'll tell you what, man. He holds everything together, man.
Yeah.
And
I think he's gunning for my gig.
Yeah. He just did take the life insurance policy out. I don't know if you realize that.
Is that why they asked for
That's why they had the signatures. Yeah, okay. That's what that was. That little signature he needed in the middle of the night. When he woke you up. But no, he couldn't make it because Zay couldn't make it because he's like, I'm so busy making Triumphant happen. Yeah. You guys go have fun and hang out on the couch and drink beer and talk about fights. But yeah, 2 titles on the line. That one is going to be. We are super excited to see that high level of Muay Thai, that international talent come over here and represent right here in our backyard, Oakland, California, at the beautiful Marriott City Center again. Love the venue, beautiful, gorgeous venue.
Right. We're still on course to do Vegas in T5. It's going to be in August, okay? I can't tell you the exact details yet, but right after this show, I should get the go-ahead, the green light to be able to tell you when and where and who's going to headline that show.
Vegas, baby.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah.
The city, the fight capital of the world, the city of sin.
Yeah. So, as far as this weekend goes, you know what I mean? We're going to stream our weigh-ins live. And it's gonna be a good show, good time. So make sure you guys check that out.
Yeah. Keep posted on our Instagram or Facebook. We'll be posting whenever we're gonna go live. Lots of behind-the-scenes content coming up for Triumphant here, from the weigh-ins to backstage before the fights. We're just gonna make it a real interactive experience for all of our fans out there. For you guys to go ahead and get as much the action as you can. Hopefully, you can be there. We can, see you down there at the audience. Otherwise, you'll have to watch us on our YouTube channel here, Triumphant Combat Sports. Man, so T5 Vegas looking like. I know we're looking at international talent, looking at international probably venues in the future as well.
Yeah, we're looking at. Again, still working on December possibly being in London. Still working on those details. And you guys know that there's a gap between August, between the Vegas one and the December one. Reason being because my wife is pregnant, so so she's doing August. So I don't want to be a terrible or mean husband, insensitive husband. I'm just having a kid. All right, let's throw one right there. But my wife has been very supportive and understanding, and doesn't want me to miss a beat. And I know that I don't want to. I want to keep to my word and throw at least 6. You know what I mean in the year. So I want to say there's a potential for something in between. But I can't promise anything. But I just let that one out.
Whatever, we wish the best for you and your family. We know you work hard. One thing I appreciate about Jeff is he's got a nice life balance. He works real hard, I see, but then, after shows, he takes his family away. They go on vacation. I'm sure he's still looking to see if there might happen to be a fight in that weekend in that area. I mean, why not? Since I'm here. Since I'm here. Yeah. But I appreciate all the time he spends with the fam in between shows because, shows aren't easy. We'll tell you guys, this takes a lot to put a show like this on. It doesn't just happen overnight. As soon as the show's over, we're already, literally the next night, that night, we're talking about how the show went, how we're going to improve it for the next show.
Exactly.
Because we want it to streamline perfectly so you guys can enjoy without any issues at all. We want to give you as much access as possible as well. That's why we're doing the Triumphant YouTube. That's why you got to go check us out on Instagram. We have several different photographers, wonderful filmmakers. Glenn does all of our video production. Gabe Torres, our official photographer, Zay. Say something, Zay. Say. He's a man of few words.
Yeah.
But Zay's very thankful. And then David Huey comes up too from LA. He's a great commentator. Couldn't do it without Geoff Quares, and really couldn't do it without you guys putting on the fights like you do. I mean, it just blows me away every time I sit in and watch these cards to see the level of execution, determination, heart you guys have out there. Like Jeff said, he's a big fan of heart, and it goes to show on all his events that I can't ever say I've ever called any of the Triumphants and saw a fighter that didn't have at least the bare minimum of heart.
Yeah.
All of them had tremendous heart.
Oh yeah, big time.
And then and the ones that mix with the skill, the heart with the skill, you could really see it. And that's what makes for such great fights.
And for us, such a good team, because like again, we one of the biggest things I like to put out there, and I use this in every part of my life, is chemistry. And you know what I mean? And we gel together. We all work together. That's the thing. That's why the show works so well. Everybody is very comfortable with each other, knows that everyone knows their thing, and it's we all work really well together. We love what we do, and I think that works well with you guys, because it's organic, it's real, it's passion. I think that's everyone's drawn to that. You apply that in every other part of your life. It's good.
And I don't know if a lot of you know, but like Jeff and I both used to compete in Muay Thai and MMA. I actually fought for Jeff. I didn't realize until we started working together again that he promoted MMA shows back in the day that I fought for. So having
that was one of the fight of the nights too. Yeah,
that was a fun fight. I'm not gonna make excuses. I was injured, but it was still a good fight.
It was awesome. We gotta dig that up.
Yeah, but it was a fun fight. That was a fun fight, win or lose.
Yeah.
But we have an understanding for fighters and a love for them because we've been there, we've been back there, and we've been at bad shows, and we felt something ain't right here. You're backstage, and this doesn't feel like they're worried about or watching out for me.
Right.
So one of our goals with our shows is to make sure the fighters know that we do put them on a pedestal. We're here for them, not the other way around. A lot of shows, a lot of these fighters and promoters don't necessarily get along because they don't feel that they're there for each other. But we always want to make sure that everybody on the team knows that we're there for them, and we really do appreciate what they do for us, because without them we couldn't even have the shows. The displays that they put on for us, and and the hard work they do for us, and it's only growing. It just keeps growing faster and faster. I can't believe it. We're talking. This is our 4th show. We started last September. We're looking at 5 shows in a year, and looking at Las Vegas, possibly looking at London in the future. So, I mean, guys, stay tuned. Who knows? Come see a show, stream us, share us, guys. Support your fighters. Let them know that you're there for them. And it's only a couple days now, May 27th, Sunday, Oakland Marriott City Center. Triumphant 4, 2 titles, amateur title. A slated card full of explosive professionals from all over the world.
And it's a holiday weekend.
Oh yeah, don't forget, guys, Memorial Day weekend. So you got that Monday off for most of us, so we get to
we can hang out. We can hang out
after the show. And we'll have to rush home and get work on Monday. So on behalf of Geoff Quares, don't forget Zay Martinez, I'm Brandon Kyle. We're gonna let you go. Have a nice rest of your day, and we will see you Triumphant 4 coming up Sunday.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.
All right. Yeah, baby.